So we're now over at the lab station. This is typically the look of the lab station when it's been turned over and cleaned. We utilize a slide board. So we're going to first turn that over. I've just touched the cadaveric specimen, so my hands are bloody. Hence, I'm leaving fingerprints everywhere. So this is our slide board. This allows us to bring the specimen closer or further away depending on what the specimen is and the procedures that we're doing. So in order to hold our slide board in place, we have 4 pins. Those 4 pins will go in and fix the slide board firmly to our table. You have 2 in the back and 2 in the front. So now we're not able to slide this. Now we also have this element that slides, and that is then fixed into place by a little slide pin here, and it will drop into place like so. So now we're ready to go as far as this being fixed. So some of the other components that make up for our beach chair positioning, we have the outer sleeve. I like to take the outer sleeve, put it over our post, and I have these clamps to the back so that they're out of the way. I will then take and firmly affix the slide sleeve to our base. Then we have an inner sleeve. I drop that inner sleeve in, it will hit the bottom, and then dependent on how we want to adjust this, we can make this rotate around as well. I'm happy with this knuckle being to the back. I'm going to take that and I'm going to now tighten it. Sometimes it takes 2 hands to do so. Now this is one whole piece. The last thing that we're going to do would be put this mount in as well. But one thing that I like to do is actually put this teeth mount onto our shoulder and then as a whole mount it up here. So what I want to make note of is that when I'm mounting it to my shoulder, that I am using my vise. I want it opposite of this. Otherwise, they're going to start competing for space, and it just makes this whole process difficult to clamp your cadaver on. Okay, so now we're going to move our teeth vise over to our specimen. And this is why we took the tissue away from the actual scapula so that we can go in and turn this around actually. And this, dependent on how we mount it, can go either direction. But our goal here is to just get a nice bite that grabs that scapula like so. What you want to do is listen for that first kind of click, and that's the bone crack, but you don't want to go much further than that. So when you start feeling some semi-resistance to it, stop. Okay, so we're going to put it on our shoulder mount as such so that it represents itself like this. Now we can rotate this around, and we're probably going to rotate it around just about a 3/4 turn. And I like that, so now I'm going to take and turn this big dial, and that is going to put it into our mount. We may still have to come back and do a little fine tuning, which I'm doing right now, like so. And then one thing that I would make some adjustments on, this is a little close, and so if we're doing arthroscopic, then it might get our floor dirty, so then I can take and adjust for that by sliding backwards and then mounting it in place. You can actually put it down here and then leave that in place so that if you get any drippings, it doesn't get your workstation all dirty.